In this season of Minecraft Survivor, we started out with 18 players that were eager to win. Then, we saw 13 players get voted out one by one, and now we are left with the final 5. Chomp. Throughout the pre-merge, Chomp was almost invisible, purposely hiding in the shadow to gain as much time as he could to make alliances that he could bring to the merge. But when the merge finally hit, that's when Chomp finally decided to strike, blindsiding Venom and Istelle in the process. Tim found himself on a tribe where he could use his witty and charming personality to gain strong alliance members. When he found himself lacking in challenges, he knew that back at camp his alliance members would have his back. And now that Tim is in the finale, maybe he can use that personality to win the game. Alison. Since the beginning, Alison found herself fighting from the bottom. Even when the merge came around, she could never find a strong alliance member. And now that she's in the final 5, she may or may not have a great story to tell come Final Tribal Council. Controller never found anyone that he could put his full trust into, which caused him a lot of paranoia. Even in the merge, he found himself going back and forth between alliances. But this did not mean that he was going to go out without a fight. And let me tell you, did he ever fight? Now sitting in the final 5, Controller may have the best story to tell. Harrison has done it all this season. Found 2 hidden immunity idols, played both idols correctly, blindsided multiple players, and even had a short feud with some of the more threatening players in the game. If Harrison can make the final 3, he might just well win the game. Now that you got a little bit of a backstory between all of our final 5 players, let's jump into the finale of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor Season 9, The Crystal Mountains.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have made the finale.
We have.
Let's go. Congrats, everybody.
I do want to apologize for lying, but like I didn't think that play would work. I honestly expected to get more votes.
If you lied, don't worry, it's a game.
Yeah, honestly, like we were just like talking. And he was like, "What if I just gave you something fake?" And I was like, "I mean, what do we have to lose?" And like, it just worked better than we thought.
Yeah, bro. I don't know how these Minecraft advantages work, so y'all got that.
Yeah. It was like, do you guys remember the first merge challenge? It was like you have to bet on someone. If you get it right, you win immunity as well.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
That's what he gave me. I thought I could never top accidentally voting out Istelle, and I somehow did it. Me and Harrison, we're in a call, we're chatting, he's like, okay, I don't have anything, which like, you know, could still be a lie, but we'll see. And then he's like, what if I just gave you something fake before we vote, so they get the votes off you? And I was like, I mean, it's worth a shot, what do we have to lose? And it worked better than I expected. I expected them to completely just go like crazy if it worked and just vote in completely different directions, but they were just like, fuck you, James, and they just hopped on the bandwagon of the vote for no reason. Oh my god, that was so perfect. I'd do anything to relive that moment again. Harrison still has the edge over me. It's gonna be hard not taking him to the end, but I have a shot of winning after that.
That's the book. I had a couple of books.
I didn't expect it to be an actual advantage. He just like dropped it. I was like,
I know,
oh,
I didn't even think about it. But
I was like, it probably says like nothing in it.
That's the one I actually found on the boat.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I didn't pick you, Chompers, to win. I picked Sam. I just can't stop grinning. I just can't. Another tribal council. Obviously, I'm still here. We knew that. I had the necklace going in. But my goodness, what a way to get to the finale. I mean, to get my boy Controller here, we may have had the votes, but I think it was going to be a 3-3. So we took a risk. Controller and I, we took a big risk. And I think it was perfection. I don't think you could have written it any way, shape, or form better than we did it. When first one to better arc wins.
On God.
All right, we can bury him.
Yeah, y'all got that.
No, wait a minute.
All comes down to this. Penultimate tribal council of this season. Harrison has been with me since the very beginning. We talked, we laughed, we shared a lot of moments together, and I will always remember that. At this point in the game, only 2 tribal councils away from the end. I can't imagine voting anyone but Harrison.
What are we saying?
What are we saying?
Get outplayed.
Oh wait, I'll play it last.
Alright, so I have a path to the end of this game. It's just a path to winning is harder than the path to the end. I feel like, personally, like it has to be me and Alison with Chomp. All 3 of us. whoever doesn't win immunity, hopefully both of them don't win immunity. We just need to clutch up here and vote out Harrison. Then after that, we need to vote controller and call it a day.
Welcome to the Final 5 Immunity Challenge, one step closer to the Final 4. Harrison, take it back.
Alright, hopefully you're just holding for me while I play this game.
That is what he's doing.
Yep, I hope so.
Alright, again, immunity up for grabs. You guys know what to do. Let's get to the challenge. In this next immunity challenge, all 5 players will attempt to complete 6 different mini challenges, all while gaining puzzle pieces in the process. Once all 6 mini challenges have been completed, then they'll use all the puzzle pieces to then complete a word puzzle. First player to have the puzzle looking like this will win immunity.
Survivor's ready. Go.
Come on, guys, go.
All right, everybody dispersing throughout different challenges.
I'm pink. Okay.
Oh shit.
I think
Boogie makes
Rainy
the
has to
slime
run.
jump. First one to get some letters. Harrison right next to him. Alison attempting to get her cart. Get that out of the way.
Crazy.
Controller getting the parkour out of the way. Alison's got her letters out. Twiggy and Chompers now getting from the fishing rod. Alison attempting to get her letter out.
Fuck.
Oh, what the?
Controller going up.
Oh god, wow, that's tough.
Oh
Welcome
my
back.
god.
Harrison going on the parkour. Misses. Chompers now on the parkour.
What is this, fishing rod?
I'm never making this.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, what's with like these tiny little pulls? Like,
Twiggy and Harrison attempting to get their parkour out of the way, but cannot make those jumps. Chompers as
it's
well.
not bad, it's not bad.
I'm not good at parkour.
I'm so pissed off. I don't know how
It's
to
not
do
bad.
this.
Even if you're like not great at parkour, it's not bad.
Okay, what's the button to like empty the chest instantly?
There's no button.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's like a. I'm pretty sure that's like a plug-in.
Wait, I got it. Oh my god.
What? Why would you?
Alison
say that?
got it, moving on. Almost everybody but Blue has gotten their
Oh yes.
minecart. Controller goes into the slime,
Easy.
gets his next piece, first try. Alison, the first one to get her pieces up and through the stream.
I'll just swim back or can I just jump off?
I'm
Let's go back.
Okay. This is gonna be cram. Hi.
Not too bad.
Wait. There we go.
Twiggy still attempting the parkour as Chomper's going to the pit of sorrows. Alison's still falling through the pit of sorrows.
I clicked it.
I don't know how to do it quicker.
Twiggy makes the parkour, can move on to the
I
next
actually
station.
did it.
Chomp, that was not
I
necessary,
did not think I
dog.
was getting that.
That was not necessary, homie.
Controller looks like he's on the puzzle now. Harrison looked like he has a bit more to go, then he'll also be on the puzzle.
Can I cheat?
You cannot cheat.
Can I cheat?
Harrison now on the puzzle. It is between Controller and Harrison
It's a valid
Chompers is a
question.
bit in it, but he still needs to finish one full challenge. You're not orange, Chomp. You're blue. Placing them on the wrong puzzle.
I'm in the way
You're
of
right.
some of the webs right now. I'm like stuck and I'm like trying to wiggle my ass.
Twiggy making his way to the pit of sorrows. You guys can thank Electro Bomb for that one.
No.
Twiggy now on the puzzle.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
I almost missed that too.
Oh fuck! I did it.
Allison, getting her last pieces, can now start the puzzle with everyone else. Everyone is now in the challenge.
I got something.
He might got something. He might be the quickest to put it down.
Okay, I see.
Oh whoa! Okay, I'm sorry. I'm copying.
Yeah.
Girl's got 2 words down. Last word going up on the board for controller.
Got
Say
it.
it out loud,
I
controller.
will summit the Crystal Mountains. Let's go!
Controller wins immunity, sending him to the final 4.
Good game.
In my defense, I was pretty close.
All right, controller, come on up and get it.
Oh my god.
You have the controller. GG, man. Good job. That was a hard puzzle.
Controller,
Oh my God, man.
you know what it is. You cannot be voted out tonight at Tribal Council, but Harrison, Allison, Twiggy, and Chompers, one of you will be the next person on the jury, and so close to coming to the end. But one of you will fall a bit short. Everyone,
So
I don't like to
depressing.
care.
The
I think
vote
it's
is
pretty
easy.
clear. To hope he doesn't have an idol, but even so, like, we just have to vote him. But
I've made
yeah,
it really clear that I'm gonna vote them, so they're probably gonna try to get
Yes.
y'all to flip on me. The vote is obvious. It's Harrison. It's time to slay the lion, and I'm hearing on the second vote. But honestly, it's about time this lion gets slain. So this is gonna be Harrison. That's right, and hopefully everything works out.
look, I'm not voting you, so
Yeah, I'm voting Harrison. Point blank.
I'm
period.
voting Harrison.
Yep.
And look, the best case scenario is me, you, and Chomp sitting in final 3 together, because I think we'd all have a decent shot.
Chomp, who did they say to vote between us? Like, I'm assuming. It's one
Yeah,
of
I'm
us.
assuming they told you.
They haven't mentioned a vote to me actually. Controller's actually sticking with Harrison this one.
Mm-hmm.
So controller's not voting
And,
Harrison.
Yeah, Controller's not voting with us, but as long as all 3 of us get together, we vote for.
It's so weird.
Harrison.
Like, it feels like they just like sheep each other, but no one's really sheeping. You know? It's
I mean, do we think Harrison is the 3rd idol?
Honestly,
I don't
does it even
think
matter
so.
at this point? We just have to vote him. Alright, so this is literally the only chance we have. If bro pulls out a 3rd idol, that's kind of fucking ridiculous. I'm not even gonna lie. But I respect him as a game player. He's played a strong game. But this is the only chance. And I do feel bad about it. But Harrison is the person who has the best shot at winning this game. And after that, I need to solidify and lock in that I can win this challenge at Final 4 and solidify that Allison and I, with Chompers, we sit in the final 3.
Listen, man, it's rough for you, man. If you have something like one final thing up your sleeve, like obviously you need to use it.
Do you think there's any chance Chompers get a vote with us here?
If we have any chance of getting him to flip, or if he is going to flip, it's going to be against Allison and not Twiggy, because
I
he
think
wants
I'm
Twiggy
gonna-
in the end. I'm pretty sure.
I need to. Yeah, it's got to be on Allison.
Yeah.
I gotta talk to him because. All right, so just so I don't waste my time, I'd appreciate it.
Mhm.
Are you gonna vote with me?
Yeah, I'm voting Allison
Okay, cool.
because like it doesn't make sense for me to take Allison to 4. Because like at the end of the day, you're way better at challenges. Like if I really wanted to take you out, I would take you out at 4.
Yeah. And ironically, you have 2 chances because you can either win immunity or fire. I would really, really, really appreciate it if you could vote with me today. And I know it's asking a lot, but here's what I can guarantee you. One, controller's already told me that he's gonna vote Allison, so that's if that would be the vote, I think. because I don't think any of us want to take out Twiggy because he's kind of a, an easy person to take to the end. But here's kind of my pitch. If I win Final Four immunity, I will bring you, not Controller, I will bring you to the Final 3 with me and let Controller and Twiggy make fire. If I don't win immunity, then obviously I'm probably going to be in fire. And in that case, I'll have to compete. But that's what I can. I mean, I don't have anything to offer other than that, and the fact that, I mean, I hope you're gonna get to watch the season and get to see all my confessionals, how much I talked about you and Controller just being my 3 guys or my 2 guys. All right, so we're back from another competition, and I did not win. The puzzle, although being horrible grammar, even if there was another word in there to make it sound good, I probably wasn't gonna get Crystal Mountains. I don't know why. I know that's the whole name of the season, but it just didn't cross my mind. If it was any other puzzle type, if it's a flow puzzle, if it's a Sudoku, if it's any other type of puzzle besides a word puzzle, I know I have it in the bag. Spelling is not my thing. But now down to the serious bit. Controller has said that he's gonna vote with me here, which I appreciate that a lot. Chompzers had said that he's considering it. Twiggy said I made a good case, and I didn't even ask Alison because I'm voting Alison. To believe that I'm not going to get voted off here would be pretty silly of me. I'm more than likely going home here. It's been a good ride. I gave it all I could. I think I played really good. And who knows? You never know. I could be here. But if I'm not, it was fun.
Congratulations to you. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
You won your first immunity. I mean,
oh my god, my first and probably
final.
my first and probably last Final Four. I'm in the Final Four.
You're in the Final Four, Controller. You're actually one tribal away from winning.
I'm one challenge and tribal away from FTC.
This is
Oh
it.
my god, I'm like shaking. When I saw Crystal Mountains, I was like, I got it. I was like, that has to be. Man, see, this is when the game sucks, when someone has to go, but you just really do not want to vote them. Like, I was like talking so much shit. I was like, he's got to go, and then I'm gonna win, and it's gonna be so easy. But it's like he really risked out like everything for me. This sucks, man. I have to vote Alison because 2 reasons. One, I just can't write his name down. Like, I just don't have it in me. I've been trying to play villain all game, but I just do not have that in me. He's done too much for me. Same with Chomp. I could never write his name down either. Oh my god, man.
We've climbed the mountain, we've crossed the river, and we are very close. And
Yeah,
one
I
thing
assume you're voting Harrison.
Yeah. I mean, look, Controller,
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. If it's him, you and I at Found Tribal Council, we lose. I mean, it's not even close.
I get that, but let me play devil's advocate. Let's say Harrison goes tonight.
Mhm.
What happens at 4? Because Twiggy's not with us. Twiggy's not going to vote Alison.
I vote with you and we're guaranteed fire at least.
I really don't want to risk fire, man. I feel like Alison could have a good underdog story. I feel like we could be predators to Twiggy's game and be like, oh, he kind of just followed. He kind of just flipped when he felt like it. He didn't really do much.
I've had to make a lot of tough choices in this game, but this round might just take the cake. Harrison has been there for me since the very beginning. On Jawaki, it was me, Twiggy, and Harrison against the world, and we have come such a long way. But at this point, I'm the swing vote. I am in the middle position, exactly where I thought I wanted to be. Again, it is not what I imagined it. I mean, the choice is simple. Do I keep the guy who is loyal to me since the very beginning, who has stuck by my side since day one? Or do I vote him out because he's the biggest threat to win this game? There's one thing that keeps ringing through my mind, and that's that I do not want to look back once this is all over and think what could have been. If I make my decision, it's going to be with full confidence and no regrets.
All right, final five. Welcome to your final five tribal council. One of you will be going home just short of the final four. Get to the questions. Allison, walk me through how it feels to have made it this far and to put this much time into a game like this.
It feels amazing. I have no regrets whatsoever. Actually, I do have one regret, but we're keeping that for later. But I was so like scared at the start, but you were actually like I started forming bonds with these people, and they like actually feel like people I might want to like be friends with after this. So like it's very exciting that I can like meet people through this community. So
Harrison, kind of the same question, a little bit of opposite. Coming this far, to the final five, one step closer to the final four. How would it feel to get cut this short to the end?
Well, in one hand, it would obviously feel bad because we come this far just to get voted out. But on the other hand, I'm happy with the things I was able to do in this game. Able to find advantages, have fun, playing challenges, make a lot of good friends, and have a really good time. That being said, I do not want to go home. You never know what could happen, and I would love to be here tomorrow to continue working with the people that I'm working with. So that being said, never give up.
Chomp, usually, even in the real season of Survivor, the audience would be yelling at the screen, or just even understanding who should be going home at the final five. Now, I kind of want to get the understanding if you know exactly who that should be, or is everybody still kind of in the same threat level here?
I mean, at this point, obviously, you have people like Harrison who've won several immunity challenges, who've made several successful idle plays. And it definitely is a factor in tonight's vote. Again, everyone at this point is looking towards Tribal Council. Everyone's looking at basically crunching numbers right now to try to get themselves the best possible opportunity of winning. But, there is more to the game of Survivor than just numbers. Again, there's relationships. There's real, tangible relationships. And to me, that is what the core Survivor is about.
That was beautiful.
And Twiggy, kind of backpacking off of that statement, relationships is everything in this game. And when you have to vote one of them out, they're going on the jury, which could cost you a vote or could possibly sink in one.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, like, the people who you're putting on the jury, even if it's directly or indirectly, it does have an effect and, like, does have a say, because ultimately, when they get voted out, they want to look at what exactly happened during my vote out. I think we're all, like, in agreement that we need to do what's best for us, like, individually, in order to, like, put ourselves in a better position to win. So.
And lastly, controller. Coming into Tribal Council, final five with the immunity. Did you have some power back at camp with that around your neck?
I wouldn't say so. I think the only power I truly have is my vote. I think the only thing this necklace really gives me is safety from any potential idols that could still be floating. We never know, or basically anything that could happen. Final four guaranteed, and I'm at least guaranteed that, which is very exciting for me. I think everyone's worked hard, and honestly, this vote kind of sucks, man.
Well, as much as this vote does suck, one of you need to go home. Let's do that now. Harrison, you have to go first.
Unless I get on the jury, which is looking like it's going to happen, this will be the last vote that I cast in the game, no matter what, because Final Four, there's no vote. And I wouldn't change any of it.
But I think you're going home, but I'm staying true to my word. I said I'd never write your name down, and even though you're trying to get me out at 4, I will always stay true to that word. GG's.
If he has another idol, that sucks. My win equity is looking pretty grim right now, but I still think I have a strong case to win this game, and I'm not giving up.
for me to win, you need to go. So I really hope it's you tonight, not me.
All right, I have tallied the votes. If anybody has a hidden immediate or an advantage in this game they'd like to play, now would be the last time you can do so.
You got anything, bud? Huh? I don't, buddy. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry.
Nah, I couldn't find
I'm
it.
sorry, buddy.
Good game, guys.
All right.
Fun.
I'll read the votes.
Good game, Harrison.
First vote. Harrison. Second vote. Harrison. 2 votes Harrison. Third vote. Alison. Alison. 2 votes Alison. 2 votes Harrison. 1 vote left. And the next person voted off of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor, the Crystal Mountains. Harrison, please give me your torch.
GG's, man. You played a great game, man.
Insane game.
Fucking phenomenal, dude. You're a legend, man. I stayed true to my word, man. You know me.
You did. Before you stun my torch, I must say one thing to all of these people. Controller, thank you for your loyalty. Alison, thank you for your honesty. Twiggy, thank you for making me laugh all season long. And Chompers, thank you for being so good at this game, man. It's really cool to watch.
Harrison, chat be spoken.
Just can I have the super? No. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Bro, if you pulled out a super idol, I would have walked.
Well, no matter how much it sucked, Controller, Twiggy, Chomp, and Alison, you guys have made the final 4 one step closer to pitching your case to the jury. Everybody grab your torch, head on back to camp.
Obviously not satisfied in the sense that I wanted to win, but I had a great time out here. Not to be like gloatful or anything, but I think I have a really good resume, a really good case to win if I get to the end. Such respect to all 4 of them and to Cav and the production for having me. I just can't wait to see who wins this game. It's going to be an awesome finish.
All right. Final 4 last immunity challenge. Controller, I'll take it back.
Nah, I don't think you do it, man. Like, you know, there's no harm in it. You know, I could just wear it for, like, ever.
I want to wear it for the first time.
All right, Alison, Controller, Twiggy, and Chomp. One of you will be the next player voted out of this game. Get to the challenge.
In the final immunity challenge of the season, the remaining 4 castaways must complete 3 different obstacles in order to win. They must climb on top of a tight rope and land on top of 3 chests individually, collecting puzzle pieces on the way. Then they'll recreate a structure with the puzzle pieces they've gained. After they've done that, they'll run up the stairs and complete a map puzzle. First person to have the map completed will win immunity.
All right, survivors ready.
Lock in.
Go. All
Anyone
right.
mess up the ladder?
Chompers, Twiggy, Alison, and Controller are going for their first chest. Chompers misses. Twiggy finds a spot on top. Alison finds a spot on top, same as Controller. Chompers in last now. Not something that we get to see very often in a challenge. Twiggy going for his second one. Controller misses the second. Twiggy on his third now.
Okay.
Twiggy's killing it.
Misses
Oh my
his
God.
third.
I'm not killing it.
Allison did. I think I didn't get to see if Allison made that. Chompers gets a second.
I
Now
did
back
make
in this
that.
competition. Allison
Everybody
gets
else
her second.
I'm in
Controller, I
last.
think, still on his second.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough,
I'll catch up. Don't worry about it.
I really think it's going to come all down to the puzzle. Twiggy misses his third. Allison gets her third. Chompers gets the third.
Can I go over
Allison
now?
and Chomp now onto the puzzle. Onto the statue replicating. Replicate the statue to the best of your ability.
Okay, this is a mess.
Use other blocks.
Twiggy.
Okay.
And Twiggy gets his third. Controller gets his third. Everybody on the statue replication.
Can we use other blocks to replicate?
No,
What?
you can only use the wool.
Oh, okay. That's what you meant.
Did I do it? Wait, this is actually
No.
like a puzzle. Oh, ew. What the
Allison's
fuck?
very close, but can't comprehend of what to do next.
Wait.
And then just do this.
Oh, I got it.
Oh wait, no, I'm not done.
Did I do it? Can I go?
Done.
No, you're not done.
Oh yeah, wait. Oh.
Am I done? Am I done?
Am I stupid?
Got it.
Chicken Chomp, go ahead.
Okay, well, I
Controller, you are good as well.
I like those kinds of types of
I
puzzles.
see what I'm doing wrong, but I don't know how to fix it. Wait.
And that type of puzzle, you got to use other blocks to get other blocks to other places.
Oh shit! What? What is this? Is this a map of?
This is a map puzzle. You need to create one big map.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
15 maps. Twiggy got it. Let's see.
That's
Twiggy
right.
has got it.
I assume you don't have to like rotate or anything.
No rotation, just placing.
Oh, I did it.
Oh, sure.
I'm done with the puzzle, I think.
Yeah, Alison, you can move on. All right, now everyone's in this challenge trying to create one big map.
I don't even know
This-
where to like
It'll
begin.
take a while.
I'm in the zone.
I didn't have enough wool to put it on both sides.
Why are there dots on it? Is that me? Am I supposed to be paying attention to that? Come on, man. You said that 3
I
times.
have
You at
to
least
sleep,
just
like,
said you were
seriously.
struggling, man. Come on.
Yes, I'm struggling while in the zone.
I'm leaving it there. If that's wrong, then like I'll just lose. I don't care.
I don't have the brain cells for this. I'm sorry.
No, this isn't a thing. Okay, that fits. That fits. I'll accept that. I'll accept that. I won't complain about that. It's just this bottom corner wants me to kill myself.
Twiggy's now in it. Chompers now in it.
Am I not?
Alison's got 3 pieces down. Looking to get further.
Wait a minute. Here I have a very devious plan.
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Wait.
No,
Just-
none of that fits. That doesn't make sense.
Okay, hang on. Just a second. Hold the phone.
Oh my god. Check controller. Please check controller.
And with that, controller moves on automatic shot at the final 3. Congratulations.
GG.
All right. Congratulations, controller. Come on up and grab your immunity necklace.
Oh my god.
Good game, bro.
This is not real.
Everybody knows what the deal is. Controller is safe. Twiggy, Alison, Chompers, one of you will be 1 day short of the final 3. Everyone, head back to camp.
All right, well, your boy's going to the final 3. I worked so hard, and I'm so happy that I finally got here. I honestly didn't think I've done some crazy stuff that I would have never done, and you know, maybe that's helped me, maybe it's hindered me, and just kept me long enough because no one is going to vote for me at the end. We'll see what happens. The problem is, who am I going to sit with? Anything can happen. I just know I'm safe. You know, if you want to like play like a case or something, like you know.
Yes, I do. I do have
Okay.
a little bit of a plan. So,
Right.
you know how your best friend, Harriet, whatever his name was,
Harrison.
Harrison. Okay. Well, he was saying that he thought Chomp was so good at the game. So,
Right.
I think that kind of proves that it's, besides you, he's probably the biggest threat there is right now. So, I think it's more beneficial for you to vote him out than like vote me out right now.
I hear it. I'm stuck because I honestly don't know who to vote.
They're like closer to each other, so they might keep each other. But I think he's much more likely to win at the end than I am. Like, if we're being
Right.
honest.
My thing is, if I were to take him to the end, I wouldn't want him to go by fire because that would just give him a better case. If he beats you in fire, like he gets a way
I
better
will make
case.
Twiggy vote with us.
I feel like if anyone were to beat me, it's you, which like that's obviously getting in like my game brain, but like I really don't want to break my word with you. Like I said, I was gonna take you to the end. I really want to follow that. Allison is trying to work on Twiggy because she is targeting you. So if it goes to fire, I don't want it to go to fire. And like this is like a personal thing. I don't want you to have a better case if you win fire. That's just my thing. Because like if you beat Alison in fire, like Alison's not the greatest challenge competitor, but like it'll just like look better.
I mean, I look, controller. I know this might sound crazy, but I think I have Twiggy. I really do think I have Twiggy.
Yeah, I still need to talk to Twiggy because obviously he's the swing as well as me. But I don't want you. I don't want it to go to fire, but I think you're guaranteed at least fire because I want you in the end, man. I just can't write your name down.
Same thing here with controller. I have never written your name down once. That was the entire season. I kept my word, and I'm hoping that you keep it once. You till the flower?
I might have placed it earlier because I needed to move towards face. Alright, thank you, man. Like, no hard feelings, no matter what happens. If you somehow end up going home, which I don't think is going to be the case, you know, I got nothing but respect for you, dude.
I mean, look, you can talk with Twiggy. I think that he's voting for Alison, and a 3-1 vote isn't very impressive.
I just need to see where his head's at, you know? Because, like, I really don't want it to go to fire. I just think that's unnecessary at this point. I know I'm sitting with my boy Twiggy. He's played the game that he feels is best, but I just don't really respect his game. He sort of followed. I didn't really see, like, his social bonds that much. I feel like my social bonds were just a bit stronger than his. He hasn't really made any moves. When he tried to flip, it blew up in his face, and it didn't end well for him. And, you know, now he just got put on the outs. Like, he could have been the vote at the James one.
If we want to play, we can't play with Chomp, like, at all. Because, Chomp, I feel like he's had, like, a more well-rounded game. Like, we've been targeted, you know? Like, he's been sneaky. He can, like, actually, like, play his way in. And I don't think it's over for us yet, even though we're with controller, because we can try to play against him as well, so.
I understand. It just sucks because Chomp and I have been together since the beginning. And
Yeah, I get that.
I did not want it to come to this because I just feel like it's an uphill battle for all of us either way, even though I think that we all deserve it. Like, even against controller.
It's looking like I'm supposed to be the one out. I don't blame them, but it's so annoying that controller won that immunity. Like, if he didn't, I would have, like, maybe been able to win this game, but I'm not gonna give up if I do make it to final 3. So right now I'm trying to convince Twiggy to pretend that he's gonna vote for Chomp. If
So
you
you're
pretend
saying-
you're gonna vote for Chomp, then we can
So
tie
pretend
it.
to controller. So pretend to controller.
He said if you're not voting for Chomp, he's gonna vote me out as well, is what he said. So
Okay.
because he knows, like, if anybody makes fire, it makes his chances worse or whatever. Telling Twiggy that he's voting for Chomp, so controller is gonna vote for Chomp, but Twiggy is actually voting me. He's been straight about it. So I'm just trying to do the best of the situation as I can, and I'm trying to force myself into the fire, because they're not both gonna vote Chomp. I know that, because Twiggy told me straight up. But hopefully I'm able to somehow make this tie. Like, I'm praying that Twiggy, like, tricks this man and does not throw me on the bus. Like, I pray.
Honestly, I think I'm voting Chomp here. I'm not
Listen,
even gonna hold you.
Listen, man. I think Chomp has a similar enough game to us in certain ways that we could just top him. Because, like, at the end of the day, what did he really do? Here's my thing. If we take Chomp to the end, like, it has to be 3-1. That's just my thing. Because if it goes to fire, he beats Alison, he wins. Like, 100%. That looks way, way better on his resume.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're taking Chomp, Alison has to get 3-1s. Like, you cannot, like, give her, like, pity vote, none of that. Like, it has to be unanimous. He was, like, with the Alliance for so long. You know, it'd be so similar to us. Alison, she was a lone wolf, like, the entire game. That's what scares me the most. Because, like, on paper, it's like Chomp would probably win the jury votes easier, but Alison's story is just way better.
I get it.
I don't know if that jury would be sucker for stories, but, like, I'm with you. I don't want it to go to fire because if it goes to fire, the winner, it looks a lot better. So we have to vote together, no matter what.
So you're voting Chomp. I mean, you're voting Alison.
I think it's the smarter move, but I really don't want to make a mistake. Chompzers, he's played a great game, but, like, he's not an amazing speaker. He's kind of soft-spoken, he's quiet, he may not be able to come across, and he's played a pretty similar game to mine that I might be able to stand out just by me having done more and maybe being a bit louder. On the other hand, Alison, she was a lone wolf. She sort of skated by through this game. She was left out of a lot of votes. She caused a lot of drama. You know, that could be something that the jury might respect her. Like, I don't really see the potential in her game, but she is a bigger speaker. She might be able to BS something. She might pull something out of her hat. it could go either way. All I know is I can't let it go to fire because the winner of fire just looks better at FTC. So, whatever, if Twiggy is just dragging me along, making the final 3 what he wants, then I guess I have to go with it because that's the best outcome for me.
Honestly, this vote, like, it matters to me a lot. But ultimately, it's just who I can sit next to, and I feel like I have a better shot at.
Alison, I promised you a while ago that I would be completely candid with you, and I think it's you or me tonight.
I know that. I will be voting you. I'm being honest.
And I'll be voting for you too, no matter what.
Because I respect you the most out of like us and Twiggy.
I respect you too. And I think you played a phenomenal game so far. You went from the bottom to the top. You played a really good underdog story.
Yes.
And look, I think you have a good chance of winning. Make it to the end. Good luck. Well, it all comes down to this: 38 days and 38 nights, and my fate is in the hands of Twiggy and Controller. I'll be honest, this has been a really great season for me, and it's truly been a roller coaster. I've made up maps, I've had my downs, and the only thing I can really do is get my all. Hopefully make it to the end, and hopefully have a chance of winning.
I'm hoping it ties, like I'm praying.
I know. that will be a very poetic end to the season.
Yeah, I want it to be fire. Because it's actually good if it ties, because Controller, he's like, oh, I don't want to give anyone a bigger case to win, so he doesn't want it to tie, But for us, that's building our resume, so.
Exactly. It's that one final move.
Yeah.
That definitely.
Okay, so at this rate, I feel like it really is a go big or go home type of deal. It's between Chomp and Alison, okay? I really tried in that immunity challenge, but I just couldn't win, and Controller won, unfortunately, so it's gonna be an uphill battle regardless. Controller wants to vote Alison, and I'm cool with Alison going, but if he's really this adamant and like gung-ho on avoiding fire making because it makes him look bad or whatever, then I might just have to force a scenario where I'm put into fire making, and I'll just take that risk of getting 4th place, because if I can do anything else I can to look better in the eyes of the jury, I think my game is good enough, but I don't think the jury thinks that, okay? So I really need to pull something out here to at least give myself better odds, even if it's not significant. So we'll just see what happens.
All right, everyone, welcome to the Final 4 Tribal Council. This is the last vote off of the season. Let's get to the questions. So, Controller, automatic shot at the final 3, pitching your case no matter what you do here today.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling?
I mean, I'm feeling good when it comes to that. I do get to pitch my case. I at least get to explain, what I have been doing throughout this game and how it's gotten me to the end. The worst part is, who do I sit next to? Because I got to take only 2 of these people with. I got to vote the other one out. And it's like, someone might beat me at the end. You never know. It's still, even though I'm safe, I'm not as nervous as these guys probably are. I put a lot of money down on that, but, I'm still not completely, comfortable.
Chomp, tell me what's going through your mind right now.
All sorts of emotions are going through my mind right now. I've been in this game for a very long time. I've committed everything that I can to it. I've met more people out in the jury and sitting with me here tonight. And just it's been a roller coaster. It's been the absolute adventure of a lifetime, and I'm happy to make it this far. I would like to make it just a little farther to get the final tribal council. But you know what? It's been an honor.
Alison, to make it the final 4, one step closer to the end, is it super emotional, all these emotions running through you? Are you happy? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling worried? What's going through you?
Feeling very worried right now because I'm pretty sure I'm getting at least 2 votes going into tonight. So I'm really hoping that the plan that's in the plan right now, it's gonna work out. So I at least have a chance to compete for myself, because I don't want to go home like this.
And Twiggy, losing that immunity challenge must feel pretty frustrating.
I was so close, bro. I was locked in on that, but I mean, it's the same thing. I've never won a challenge in Merge, and that was the closest I've been. So it does suck, but with that being said, it's still the game. there's still the social part, the strategic part, and that's the most important part, I feel like. At this rate, when it comes to Final Tribal Council, it's really just about building your case, regardless of who you're up against, as to why you deserve to win, and I think we all have that same mindset.
All right, 4 of you left standing, but there is still 1 torch to snuff. Controller, you have to vote first.
Best of luck, guys. This could win me the game or lose me the game. I'd rather lose to the person I'm keeping than you.
I'm doing something that might garner me a bit more favor if it works out.
Right, Alison, so you're gonna need tonight. Look.
Oh, this is my way out. Hopefully Twiggy isn't just fooling me. I don't think he is, but I really hope this works out. Because I really want this on my resume as well, so.
Alright, all of you have voted. I'll now tally the votes.
All right. Let's get to the vote. As you know, no advantages can be played at this time. Let's get straight to it. First vote. Twiggy. Alison. 1 vote Alison, 1 vote Twiggy.
Next vote.
Alison. And the next person voted off is nobody because we're going to fire because the last vote was for Twiggy.
Let's go, Alison.
Let's do it.
Let's get
Yep. All right, fair enough. Good job, Chomp. Let's go, Chomp.
Chomp didn't do anything. He voted himself.
I voted myself. I'm going to fire.
We're going to fire.
Alright, Tim, Allison, welcome to fire making. Here you have the supplies in front of you to make a flint and steel. You'll need to figure out how to do so. Then, once you have the flint and steel, you will then ignite your nether rack. First player to do so has made the final 3.
Good luck, Alison.
Go. Both going for the wood first. Probably a good strategy. Alison and Twiggy want to stay in this game to prove themselves as the winner of this game. Last chance they have. You get your flint out of your gravel. It has come down in season 6, where Happy was able to be lucky and get it on the first try. Alison with her stove, same as Twiggy. It looks like they're both equally. Oh, but Twiggy's the only one with it on cooking.
Wait, I can't see. My screen turned off. Wait.
I low-key forgot how to make this.
Sorry.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Bro.
Is this my stove? Wait, no, this one.
Oh, other one. This one. Yep. Twiggy has iron now. And with that,
GG.
Twiggy wins. Final 4 fire making. Automatic spot into the final 3, sending Alison as our final jury member. All right. After finishing fire making, Alison, please grab me a torch.
Good game, Alison. You wait great.
Thank you.
You
Trying my best.
GG, Alison.
Thank you so much for playing. You have been a great success in this season. But the tribe has spoken.
Alright, I wish you all luck. You're all in the running for my vote, so I'm not counting any of you guys out because you all have great quality. So you all deserve to be here, and I'm happy this is final 3.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, final three. Congratulations on making it this far. One thing left to do: convince that jury that you deserve their vote. Everyone, grab your torch. Head back to camp.
I tried my hardest. I worked myself from the bottom to the top. I did everything I could, and do I regret anything? No. This has been a great experience for me. I have no bitterness towards anyone, and I'm really happy with the people I got to play this with.
I just want to say congrats to you guys. Like, we made it. It was a good final three. It's the final three I wanted, and I'm ready to be competitive with y'all, because I think this is gonna be a very competitive one. I honestly have no idea who's the favorite in this at this point. I did get the final three I wanted. Alison did go home. It didn't go exactly the way that I thought it would. Twiggy did a ballsy move. You know, could get some last minute votes. Honestly, I think this is going to be a very competitive final three. I don't know who has an advantage on any jurors.
So here I am back at the final three. I don't know if y'all thought I'd make it here, but I was well positioned this entire time for the most part. And even if things kind of went south starting final seven, I was able to pick myself back up from a bad spot. And I think that I deserve to win because I played the best game here. I think I played the most well-rounded game here.
When I started this journey, I never thought I would make it to the end. I would have been happy to have just gotten merge food. But despite all, I persevered and I'm finally here.
This could literally go any way. I'm excited. I'm a competitor. I'm trying to go for that win, so I'm going to try and plead my case as best as I can. I'm really looking forward to the jury questions, because that's where the real stuff comes in. That's where the real answers come in, and I'm just so happy to be here. I worked so hard for this, and time to bring home that W.
I do feel like I deserve to win, and do people feel burned by me? Probably, but I also think that there's enough merit to my game and how I chose to play that I could hopefully overcome that and secure a victory here. I know that people are going to be potentially upset at me, not necessarily because of things I did directly, but just because of how this game played out.
Do I think I'm gonna win? Probably not. But that's no reason to not give it my all.
Welcoming the jury: Venom.
Wow, there's a lot of
Faith,
them.
Ova, Adachi, Semaj, Harrison, and lastly voted out, Alison. Everybody, welcome to the final Tribal Council of the season. It has been a journey to get here, but Controller, Chomp, and Twiggy, congratulations on making it thus far. But one final fight to get there. Let's start this thing.
Hello jury. I'm honestly shocked there's so many of you here. Like, this is honestly kind of overwhelming. But when I started this is probably going to be the last game show I play for probably a while. And I've done a lot in my short Survivor career, and I just wanted to go out with a bang. I just went into this, I was like, you know what, I'm tired of playing that same old passive game where I just like try and be nice to everyone and then, you know, get no votes at the end, be dragged along like a goat. I was like, I want to do things I've never done before and I will never do again, and I know I did that. And it might have seemed crazy, but honestly, it was the most fun I've ever had playing Survivor. And I've learned so much about myself and how much I'm really capable of.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, first things first, I'd like to thank all of y'all. This has truly been the adventure of a lifetime for me, and I'm just very happy to share this experience with each and every one of you. Now, my strategy again throughout the game was basically to leave no stone unturned, no person not talked to. So I wanted to know where everyone was going. I wanted to make sure I had their loyalty, their faith, and I wanted to make sure that every vote, the best possible outcome for me, occurred. And it's happened at places like the Istelle blindside and the Venom blindside. Those are two blindsides in a row, both of which I partook in because I believed it was best for my game to keep faith. Because as long as the target was on faith in the early merge, it would stay off of me. Then at the final 8, Harrison trusted me enough to tell me about the idol. I was actually the only person he told about the idol before Tribal Council. And because of that, I was able to coordinate with him on splitting the votes at minority, and that worked successfully for me.
Yo, what's up, jury? I can't say how much fun I had playing this game with you. From the very beginning, I wanted to make it very clear to myself that I wanted to nurture social connections and use that to carry me far in this game. I think that having agency and knowing when you're positioned at what point in the game is extremely pivotal, especially when you're put into a bad situation, such as when the vote doesn't go your way. You need to know how to pivot off of that and successfully navigate to where you're safe, even despite something going wrong for you. And I was put into a few bad situations, such as like the Adachi vote out, which was probably my worst moment in the game, honestly. And yes, my game wasn't perfect, but I had a lot of strategic agency at certain points where it was very pivotal for me to have. And just having these good social connections where I literally had people fighting for me to stay when my name came up. When other people wanted, such as Faith for a prime example, she was like a huge target early on in Merge. I had to keep her, I feel like I was the main contributing factor to keeping her around for a very long, longer than she should have stayed, because I knew that I needed her as like both a loyal number and like protection. And that was just one of the examples of like how my social and strategic game kind of like intertwines. So like I wanted to make sure that my threat level was never too high or never too low, even when I did get targeted.
Well, jury, you guys have heard what the final 3 has to say. Now it is time for your turn in this game to really make the decision who deserves to win. Since it's 6 o'clock in the morning for her, Alison, you're gonna go first.
Alright, the first one is for controller.
Alright.
You mentioned not wanting me or Chomp to do fire because you didn't want anyone to beat you. Can you explain why you were scared of like me or Chomp winning fire if you're confident in your ability of winning? Like,
I mean, you could be confident but still have certain doubts. Fire is a big thing that jurors remember probably most clearly because it happens literally right before FTC. That's just a good way to put something like big on your resume. I don't blame Twiggy at all. I think it was a little out of left field. I think he kind of put himself into a dangerous position, but he took that risk and it worked out for him, and now he's in a good position. But I would have preferred if he did end up voting you, because it would have been an easier time for me to argue against him. Now he just has that one up over me.
Chomp, I really, really like your personality, but I want you to go more in depth in your game. I want you to mention one move that you made fully on your own.
I'd probably go with the Venom blindside. Yeah, that was one where having those connections and actually following through with them really helped me out. Particularly because, Alison, that was actually the vote where I reached out to you for the first time. And because I informed you, because I was the person to reach out to you and really finally talk to you about actually being on the right side of the vote for once, I was able to guarantee that Venom went home 7-3. It was supposed to be a 5-5 possible tie leading to a rock trial, but because I reached out to you, because I decided to try to work with you, I was able to guarantee that Venom went home, which was, at that point, was the best outcome for the game.
All right. And then Twiggy. Some people think that your gameplay was more of like riding on like other people's coattails. So I want to know, like, besides the fire making, I want to know like something that you're especially proud of that you have done in this game.
Once again, I put like a lot of time, a lot of energy into having these one-on-one conversations with people to make sure that I am nurturing these connections to where people would want to keep me around. And once again, even when my name came up, I was never truly in danger. Going back to the Archer vote pre-merge, you know, both Controller and Faith were there. That was like, yeah, like I could have possibly went home there, but I also had enough agency to realize, okay, like people want Faith out, but if I keep Faith, that benefits me. I think in that regard, I did not ride coattails. Yes, I never won challenges. Yes, I never found advantages. Yes, I was always vulnerable at every merge, but despite that, I was able to overcome that because I had these strong connections and like the strong awareness of myself and my positioning in this game.
I don't really have any issues with any of your games. I think they're pretty clear cut to me. What I do have an issue with is my tribal, of course. So now I do have two questions. So which one of you between Chompzers and Twiggy was the one who told Controller that I was voting him at that tribal?
It wasn't Twiggy.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
because
I didn't
it was
even know.
Chompzers, is what I
Yes.
assume.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I didn't hear. Yeah, because I never did.
And did you guys want me to go home with that tribal?
No, of course not.
Okay, that's all I got to hear.
Hello, gentlemen. Congratulations on making it to the final 3. It is never an easy task to make it to Final Tribal Council, so I want to give you all my kudos. Good job. Now, it is obviously our job as jury members to pick the person who we believe played the best game out of the 3 of you, but I want to put a bit of a spin on that. I think it is important not only to highlight the strengths of your game, but also the weaknesses of your game. So, I only have one question for all 3 of you. I would like to know what you feel is the biggest mistake you made in this game.
Okay, sure. I think the only thing that possibly could come to mind is maybe pushing James a little bit too strong at the OVA tribal. Obviously, that didn't go my way. You don't want me to justify it, but it was out of my control.
I mentioned earlier that I wanted to work with everyone, but that was definitely a double-edged sword. Because I make commitments to Twiggy, I make commitments to Controller, I make commitments to Adachi, and that definitely came back to haunt me at the Adachi vote. Part of my strategy for solidifying strong alliances was to hand out different colored flowers to everyone who I felt I could plug a game with. I gave one to Twiggy, I gave one to Controller, I gave one to Adachi, I think they can verify this. So at the vote where it was between Adachi and Controller, I was sort of in a difficult position because I couldn't vote for either and still maintain my integrity, and as such I sort of floundered.
Biggest mistake I made in this game was once again at the final 7. It was Harrison as the primary target. I didn't want Adachi out of the game, but Harrison played an idol, and there could have been a possibility that we split the vote onto someone else, but I was not able to convince Chomp to flip and to vote for what Adachi and I wanted to vote.
All right. Well, thank you, gentlemen, very much for that. I will admit, all 3 of you are still open for my vote right now. I'm still, and such is. Good job.
All right. So first off, I want to say to all of you, congratulations on making it to FTC. It's been one heck of a season. Chomp, I'm going to start with you. Not really a question, but I feel like you just need to have more confidence in yourself and your abilities. You played a really great game, but if you're upfront about it and you own it with conviction, I think a lot of the jury is going to realize that you are one of the strongest players here. Twiggy, as was mentioned earlier, am trying to figure out, up until Harrison's vote out, what was something that you did that Harrison wasn't in on?
Yeah, obviously Harrison and I worked together a lot, but one thing that he wasn't in on was just how close me and Chompzers were to each other. Me and Harrison, yes, we formed like a very close bond early on, but literally right off the island, right off that boat, when I saw Chompzers, he handed me a flower, a poppy flower, and he said, "We're gonna be the final 2, and I trust you." And it was like set from there.
Controller.
My
Oh
best
boy,
friend.
controller.
My best
friend. We have definitely seen some ups and downs in this game together.
For sure.
And I've heard from the jury that once you started getting on that roll, you got that confidence and you started being, more upfront about it. So my question, if in your own words we played such similar games, what happened to make me end up on this side rather than where you are currently?
I think you had a bigger target on your back due to what I did at the Istelle tribal and wiping the votes off me. And the votes just kept on you. I was able to position myself in a nice 5-person alliance with Chompzers, Twiggy, Harrison, and Adachi. And from then on, like, it seemed like that was like going to be the main alliance for me, at least until certain things happened. It just like kept to the point that we just like kept keeping you because you were a bigger target. There was no like, it's not like anything to do with your game that you were voted out. I just had other targets now in front of me. When I wiped the target off my back, I just like didn't really see the use to keep you in the game anymore.
Ooh wee. The thing I was most scared to do if I ever played in a season. A jury of questions. Wow, controller. You had a insane start to the merge. You made a live tribal. You completely flipped the votes, and you flipped a majority that you could work with.
Yep.
I want to know, did you think this was essential to like your entire game, like keeping yourself in the game, or do you think this was more of a disadvantage to you?
I think that's the perfect way to describe it. Going into this game, I fully believed in high risk, high reward. I played way too safe in my previous games, which led to many, many losses. And I was like, I want to come in, I want to do something different. I want to be more aggressive. Doing that completely changed the game, flipped it on its head. There was no reason I shouldn't have gotten votes at the Istelle tribal, let alone Istelle going in general. But me just completely turning the game on its head is something that no one saw coming, and I don't think anyone was really like able to truly recover from.
Chompers. A question I kind of feel like could go to any juror, but I feel like would work best for you, seeing as how many alliances you were in this season. Out of everybody on the jury, aside from the obvious person who was targeted, Harrison, who needed 2 idols to be able to stay afloat, who do you think, out of everybody there on that jury, was the most important to be sitting on that jury for your game to be where it is right now?
I mean, I would say out of all of them, I think it was probably the Venom vote that was most important for my game. Again, that was true. That was truly the time that I solidified my alliances, and I basically rolled with them throughout the rest of the game. Obviously, I had to backstab a few people along the way, but the fact that I was able to, again, that was meant to be kept secret. It was meant to be 5-5. I was just kind of kept between my core alliance, but I decided to extend it beyond that. I didn't just want to sit back with my strong 4 and carry out to the end. I wanted to work with other people. I wanted to see what everyone else was doing.
And for Twiggy, I have what I would consider a simple question for you. Do you think the alliances you voted with were more based off of what you thought would get you to the end of the game easiest, or what you thought would get you to the end of this game with the best resume, or like the best players in the end of things?
It's a little bit of both, but if you want me to pick one, I'd say the second option, but only because, yes, I wanted like an easier time, but I was recognizing like, yeah, like these bigger players are going to be harder to take out, especially considering like how dominant some of them are in challenges, or like the advantages, or like, just everything that goes on, the factors that are directly or indirectly in your control. I had to sort of like balance between who can I keep and who do I know would keep me versus who do I need to take out.
Thank you to the final 3. I feel like you've all done amazing, and may the best person win.
Congratulations on the final 3. You all played strong games. I'll start with controller. So at final 5, it was obvious that Harrison was by far the biggest threat. So I'm wondering, why did you vote with Harrison? Was it because you actually wanted to keep Harrison for your game, or was it like a pity vote?
By definition, pity vote is technically the term, but there was more to it than I just sort of felt bad. Because yes, it did suck to see Harrison go. He did, risk his neck for me as I did him. But I knew Harrison got the votes. Chompzers came up to me and he was like, Harrison's got to go. He's by far the biggest threat. Twiggy said the same thing. Alison said the same thing. Harrison, he seemed defeated. It seemed like, like kicking a dead horse a little bit. But, there was still that, you have to think every possibility. What if he does have one more idol up his sleeve? He's already pulled out, like, so many things. Why not just throw a vote on Alison in case he does have something? Because for all I know, Harrison could have been lying to me about the Alison thing and voted someone I wanted to keep in the game like Chompzers.
You explained the final 8 vote on how you put in work to split the vote, but you didn't explain your reasoning behind that, so I was wondering why did you want to split that vote rather than just idle someone out normally?
Well, that's actually a question, because again, at that vote, Controller had actually approached Harrison about voting for you. He was voting for you, that tribal. And again, from my game, I really wanted to keep you around because I like to work with you, I know I could trust you. So therefore the best thing for me to do was try to get someone else out. And at that point, the only other person who tried to work with in the past, but was also a massive strategic threat left in the game that could definitely assemble an alliance if he was given a chance, was Ova, at the final 8. But what I managed to do is I managed to convince Harrison to vote with me to go for Ova, Twiggy Controller, and said vote for you, and then afterwards I did everything in my power to make sure that you didn't go home at tribal.
Twiggy, my question is, at the final 6 vote, were you wanting to do Controller for that vote until Harrison's fake legacy plan happened, or were you always thinking that I would be the vote that round?
Oh no, like going into that, I wanted to vote Controller, but then it's like, all the advantages and stuff, like you never truly know. Like, I don't really know how advantages work on Minecraft. Like, I don't know like what they even look like. But with that being said, the plan was always to vote Controller out there because Harrison won immunity, and he was the biggest threat, so we were gonna vote Controller.
All right. Thank you, all of you. Good luck with the vote, and it was a pleasure.
All right, final 3. What's going on, guys? Troller, Twiggy,
What's up, my man?
Chompzers. I mean, good for you guys. I'm very proud of all of you. I worked really closely with all 3 of you, which is, both interesting and just cool. But time to get down to business. So I was in the game till the final 5. So up until then, I was a player. I wasn't focused on what you guys were doing or pay attention to it, for the most part, of course. I was just worried about surviving, getting to the next stage, yada, yada, yada. So what is something that you would say I would have missed because I was, wasn't a German, but I was just a player, that maybe goes unnoticed, unrecognized, maybe underappreciated by us on the jury? And that's to all 3 of you. So you can. We'll start with Chompzers, I suppose.
One thing I do want to reiterate is just how close I was with a lot of people here. I mean, again, Harrison, at the final 8 vote, I'll be honest with you, I was leaning towards you, but you came towards me right before Tribal Council, and you came forward and you told me that you had the idol. And because you trusted me enough to tell me that, I was able to organize a split vote with you, and I was able to preserve your trust for the rounds moving forward. And at the final 6, obviously the shenanigans with the legacy advantage happened. But with the way I managed to vote, I was able to keep Twiggy and Alison with me. That was my main voting block. But I was also able to keep you and Controller both thinking that I was solidly with you, so that way I wouldn't be targeted at the final 5.
I think what's going to be underappreciated about my game was how much my social connections literally carried me throughout the game completely, and I made it like so easy. Like, it made it easy for me. Like, I had that 5 for sure. That doesn't mean I wasn't talking with others. I have everyone pretty much on the jury coming up to me with plans. I have Faith coming up with plans to vote you out. I have Ova coming up to me with plans to vote you out. Same with James. And even before you were a target, they were coming up with plan to me to vote out Twiggy and stuff like that.
Yes, so I have one word for you, and that is perception. And I think that I was able to play up my perception to other people because of like my social connections. People were literally telling me what other people thought about me, how they perceived me, how like, oh, like he's not like all the way in, like even though like you of all people out of anyone should know how strategically active I was throughout all of this. So I played into other people's perceptions that weren't exactly accurate, that, oh, like, he's just kind of here, he doesn't exactly know what's going on. But the majority of the time I was on the right side of the vote. The majority of the time, like, I played up, not that like who I am as a person, that is how I am as a person, but I just let people believe what they wanted to believe about me.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you to all 3 of you. I don't have any more questions. I'm just gonna kind of make a statement. I'm very proud of all 3 of you. You all 3 deserve it. This is one of the more deserving final threes, we've seen on the show. But now from you guys, I look to the jury, and all I say is look at them as chess pieces, simply pawns. Who made the best moves? Who turned left when everyone else was turning right and they made the right decision there? Who made the hard decisions but did them in a way that worked for them, and they made it work, and they got here to the end? And all three of them got to the end, but it's not just getting there, it's the journey to get there. And they all got here differently, but really, please think of who deserves to win the game. That's all that I ask. And once again, to the final three, congrats, and may the best player win. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, Controller, Chomp, Twiggy, congratulations on once again getting thus far. But now it's time to pay attention to the jury. As the power has shifted, they have all gained the power to choose who will win this game. Let's get to the vote.
This is the most fun I've had, and I hope that everyone is happy in the end with the result that comes out.
Congratulations to all three of you, and you earned it, but this is my vote.
I honestly didn't think it was possible, but somebody managed to beat Twiggy out for what I would think is deserving of the third place spot.
I always preach that the social game is the most important thing, and I think that you showed everyone a perfect example of that. Good job.
Person I voted, congrats. I think you played the best game. I think you won it the most.
I believe this person did the best all around, and rightfully deserves to be the sole survivor.
I'm basing my vote based on who I think has to play the hardest and the smartest game. I think they're all deserving of winning, so I'll be happy either way.
The jury has casted their votes. I will now go tally the votes. I just want to say thank you to everybody so much. I honestly just want to start out by thanking Electro so much for how much he has put into this season. He has been the most help anybody has ever probably been, and I just thank you. I just appreciate him so much. Lemon, as well as you, I want to thank you as well for being one of the best production members I could have asked for, and for the production that came along. I kind of wanted to give the singular thanks to the ones that stayed the longest, but I do appreciate everybody who came out and helped. The cast, you have been phenomenal, giving me content literally I didn't think was possible. Controller, you have been chaotic, it's bringing me some of the best just content out of all. Chompzers, you've given me just a new way to look at Survivor every time you speak. And Twiggy, just that chill, laid-back personality where you can just joke around and have fun. I appreciate you three coming out. And the jury, for the ones who stayed the longest, Ova, Harrison, and Faith, thank you three so much for staying around. You three have been a blast this season. But, unfortunately for you Final Three, you will not be able to know who wins today. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming out today. I'll see you next time at the vote reveal. Hello everybody, and welcome to the final vote reading of Season 9, The Crystal Mountains. Tonight, one of these three castaways will be crowned the sole survivor of this season. And without further ado, let's get to the vote. First vote, Controller. Second vote, Chomp. Third vote, Controller. Fourth vote, Chomp. 5th vote, Controller. 6th vote, Chomp. And the winner of Kavanah's Minecraft Survivor Season 9, The Crystal Mountains, Chomp. Congratulations to Chomp for winning in a 4-3-0 vote over Tim and Controller. I want to thank all of production and all of cast and all of you for watching this season and making it as special as it was. Here is who voted who on the screen right now. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down of who you think should have won the season. Maybe your favorite character, maybe your favorite player. Comment anything you guys want. But again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all at the reunion.